let's see. And then let's see. Joel said the director needs to have reverence for the source material, but also enough sway to make the film her or his own. Personally, I think Cronenberg nailed this with The Fly, understanding the social and technological implications of the original Conjured.
Conjured?
Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
It's okay, whatever. Interesting choice of words. While remaining true to his self stylistically, a lot of remakes end up being useless, though, because they can't A, tell us something that we didn't know about ourselves that the original didn't, and B, couldn't reinterpret the original message in a new, unique, and profound way. It's a little
wow,
heavy-handed.
That's a lot to swallow.
Yeah, it's a lot there. But yeah, I think a remake does need to kind of justify its existence.
Right.
Like if with Arthur, maybe it's just the fact that it's a new cast, and if you like the cast, it's worth seeing the new cast do it. And I guess it's like with a play, it's a different cast, can the cast justify it enough? But
right.
if you aren't going to, like with going back to Psycho, if you're going to do a shot-for-shot remake, what's the point?
Right.
I mean, George Romero did that with Night of the Living Dead, too. Like, he had his special effects guy directed, but it was his same script, it was the same movie, and of course, doing that in 1990 when they remade that film, the social commentary about the black guy winding up being the last survivor and then getting shot, it's gone.
Right, it's not socially relevant anymore.
So what's the point? And a lot of filmmakers have done that. There's a movie, Funny Games. It's a foreign film. The director actually did a shot-for-shot English remake of it. And it's his own work, and he did a shot-for-shot remake of it. Like an identical film.
Just to make it into English?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense to me.
And that's another.
Put some subtitles on it.
Right. And that's the other trend now is that, and it's always been foreign films being remade into English versions, but now it's happening. It seems far more than ever before. Like the whole Girl with the Dragon Tattoo series. That whole thing is going to be remade in English. Why? What's the point?
There is no point.
The foreign films already exist. I mean, is there so much of an aversion to subtitles in this country that we have to Americanize everything?
Well, you have to work, you have to read.
I know. And it's not even just us. Like I had a friend who lives in Germany, and they dub everything there.
Really?
Yeah, they don't do subtitles. They dub everything into German.
No, I don't understand that. I mean, if you want to see a film in its original language and understand it in the context that it was filmed, deal with the fact that there's subtitles. I mean,
yeah. Like I remember telling her about we were talking about Goonies, and I mentioned the Truffle Shuffle, and she was like, "Wait, what was that? I think I need to watch that movie in English because it didn't translate into German."
Right. What is German for truffle shuffle?
I don't know. So,
Farfignugan.
I don't know. And so I don't know. But I mean, there have been worthy remakes of foreign films. Like I thought the version of The Birdcage with Robin Williams and Nathan Lane, I thought that was a good idea. I thought that worked well.
It was touching.
And it wasn't quite as farcical as the original. It played a little bit more on a realistic level.
Well, somewhat.
Relatively speaking.
It was still out there.
But the first one was very, very over the top.
It was very campy, yeah.
So there was a little bit on a more realistic plane, relative.
It had some humanity in it.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a story.
Right. I mean, you did have Hank Azaria as the butler, servant, whatever he was.
Oh, I know, with that accent, whatever that was.
Which was ridiculous, but it was entertaining.
It was entertaining.
And but then you have something like Father's Day with Robin Williams and Billy Crystal, which is just another French farce, but French farce very rarely translates well to American audiences.
As we know in doing plays.
Yeah. And so I guess I'm going to give a shot to the whole trivia contest thing. It hasn't really been going well lately, but in honor of Dudley Moore, I have 10, which is kind of a precursor to Arthur because he plays a drunk in this one as well too. So it's like kind of like the early stages of Artheism.
It was Charlie Sheen in 2.5 Men as opposed to the Charlie Sheen tour.
Right. So yeah, 10. Bo Derek, Julie Andrews. It's okay film. It's Blake Edwards. Not his shining moment, but probably not really selling this very well as a prize, but the trivia question is going to be Dudley Moore, early in his career, worked a lot with another British actor. So name that actor, and if you want to attempt to win 10, you can write to lostinmovies.alec@gmail.com. And if you want to participate in any of our Facebook or Twitter conversations, you can go to facebook.com/lostinmovies or @IamLostinMovies for Twitter. And I guess that's it.
It's a wrap.
Yeah. So next week I'll be doing Scream 4 and talking about slasher movies.